So I need to take a minute and process a little bit of anger that came up when I was leaving Whole Foods today. One of my employees called me as I was paying for my groceries, and I was wearing the mask. And so to answer the phone, I took off a hook off one of my ears and I took the call. And I stayed on the phone because I needed to stay on the phone. And as I was pushing my cart out of the store, I just had my mask in my hand and my head on the phone, and I'm trying to push my cart, and this woman stops me because she's the one who checked everybody coming in. She's like, "Hey, excuse me, you have to keep your mask on until you leave the store, otherwise we get in trouble." And everything in me was like calm, and I said, "Oh, okay." You know, I didn't put my mask back on. I just kept walking. But I felt the deep, deep sadness for our world, because what I realized was, at this point, it's been months that people who are employees in food stores or anywhere that's been remained open during this quarantine lockdown time, the mask is just part of what they do now. And it's a habit. In many cases, people believe that it's a safety garment or something. And I knew that if I was argumentative or whatever with this woman, that it wouldn't have achieved anything. But it's just occurring to me that, you know, we thought the Taliban was bad. At least the Taliban was explicit with this overt shutting down of, well, really the whole population, but particularly women, as far as they had to wear burqas. But everyone in the world who wants to go out in public, including children, has to wear a mask when they're perfectly healthy. Most people are perfectly healthy. And I noticed also, as I was unpacking my groceries, that I had this like tickle in my throat and I started coughing. And I'm like, yeah, because I just had a mask on for the last hour and I was breathing in my own shit air, my you know, carbon dioxide, processed air that I'm breathing. So it's like, I mean, we're in a place. So I want to offer some gratitude, first of all, that I could go to a grocery store and there was food there, and that although I am working on a little container garden in my backyard here, which maybe I'll show another time, I'm not quite at the place where I can just survive with saying, screw it, I'll never have to go to the grocery store again. So I'm still relying on the world for things. But I want to express gratitude for the grocery haul that I just brought in, and the farmers who are growing food all over the world, wherever Whole Foods gets their food from. And I just want to express gratitude for that, and anyone who's growing food and providing it to other human beings to eat, because at some point, if it hasn't already happened, I think people are going to realize that that was the thing that's the most important at the grocery store. Toilet paper has a place, but the food, that is the thing that we all need to be grateful for and bring into our homes in a ceremonial way, because it is truly nourishing us. And hopefully we've all also decided that we need to be eating healthier and cleaning up our diets. I just saw 4:44 on the timer there, so I don't want this to be too long, but I know I don't seem angry, and I don't really feel that angry, but I definitely felt some anger well up when I got corrected. But then it turned itself into this sadness about where our world is right now because of the fact that people are correcting each other for not wearing masks. And I understand she was doing her job. She's standing there, she's posted at the door. She's the soldier at the door. She got to make sure people have their mask on, and they don't take it off until they leave the store. But Jesus, I mean, this is not the world that I want to live in for the foreseeable future. And I'm going to hold the vision of the world that I do want to live in, which is a world of absolute freedom, which might mean that a lot of things have to change, and there might be a lot of uncomfortable times and decisions in between now and then. But the way it is now, I don't feel safer. I don't feel, protected by this silly rule. It's very angering at first, but then extremely, extremely sad. So, yeah, that's all.